Choppper is a film that was released in 2000, directed by Andrew Dominic, starring Eric Bana as the character Mark Chopper Reed. This is one of those horribly compelling films where you follow someone that is clearly unhinged as we watch Chopper, his world, how he deals with the criminal activities that he has, his general persona. It's just captivating, and a lot of this comes down to Eric Bana's absolutely pitch perfect performance. This character is the most compelling part of the film. The fact that it's a true story or a little bit glamorized, but in general, this generally happened, this is a real character, is just fascinating.
It's a bit early in the morning for Kung Fu, isn't it, Jim? What's the matter with you?
And it's the psychological aspects of the character that keep me kind of hooked every time I watch this. The random acts of extreme violence followed by the immediate remorse and emotion afterwards shows a complicated and psychologically damaged character who you see throughout the film. The way he moves from being the most charismatic person in a room to someone that is extremely paranoid is depicted so wonderfully with the actor and subtly with the direction that it becomes a captivating masterpiece of a movie that you can't take your eyes off. You can't believe what you're seeing, and at the same time you're charmed by this madman who seems to have a strange vying force within him.
You alright, Keith? Hey? It's alright, Keith. You're not going to bleed to death, mate.
When you see sequences of him realising that he's going too far but unable to stop himself from doing something that is pretty heinous, and then being instantly remorseful after the fact but yet being able to do nothing about it because the actions are already done, it's just unusual. When you see Chopper in his standard sort of guise of being that charismatic storyteller, whether it be telling a load of lies to police officers, to in one of the film's most funniest sequences, being downright upset and shocked that they will not take his confession to a murder truthfully as he brandishes the murder weapon, just going, look, the incredulous attitude, the acting, the black humour, everything comes forth in that sequence that just lets you know what this movie's all about. It's showing you the sheer ridiculousness of the life that is Mark Chopper Reed.
You don't want this? It's a fucking murder weapon.
Put the gun away.
Compelling. Absolutely, truly compelling. Disgusting and horrifying in equal measures. This is someone that from afar is interesting. It's fun to spend 90 minutes in his world watching how he moves through it, but it is ultimately terrifying to realise that people like this actually truly exist. And I think a lot of kudos should go to the director, the writer of the film, because they create this world where the most atrocious things are happening, but it's almost played like black humour. The sense of violence as Mark is paranoid about being hurt in prison and decides the only action he has is to chop off his own ears.
Don't saw at it.
I'm trying to be gentle, mate.
You fucking idiot. Rip into it. Slash it off.
There is a sense of ridiculousness about those sequences, the overflowing of blood, the sheer horror on all the prison mates' faces as they watch this happen. It's just ridiculous, silly, and over the top. This is a charming film about the most horrendous person imaginable, someone that is quick to violence and even quicker to regret that violence, but an inability to stop himself from doing these kind of actions. Complicated character, and it comes over in the film in a quick 94 minutes. This is a riveting film with great direction and a wonderfully masterful performance by Eric Bana, who is truly mesmerising in this film. Let's dive into the disc of Choppper and see some of the extras on show here. Here we are in the disc for Choppper. Let's go to the extras. We have an audio commentary by Alexandra Haler-Nicholas and Joss Nelson. We have a second commentary with the director Andrew Dominic, and a third commentary with Mark Chopper Reed himself. Stand-up comedy and violence, an interview with director Andrew Dominic, is a new interview, 29 minutes 10 seconds. He's talking about the Australian life of crime, Australian film industry, how they kind of shot this in two different parts to allow Eric Bana to gain weight for the sort of second part of the film. Not Your Typical Composer, an interview with composer Mick Harvey, is 10 minutes 12 seconds. He talks about the sort of limited score for this film, how they went for a kind of minimalised score all round. We have A Tale of Two Halves, an interview with editor Ken Sallows, which is 13 minutes 38 seconds. He talks about working through various cuts of this, a totaling of 32 final cuts or various cuts of the film, some of the scenes that never quite made the final film. Weekend with Choppper is 16 minutes 16 seconds, where we spend some time with the man himself as they talk about the film and certain scenes and how it mimics his life. Behind the Scenes is 30 minutes, and it looks at various scenes being shot and how they kind of went about it. It's like a fly on the wall, just hanging about watching as the production unfolds, and it's quite interesting. Then we have the deleted scenes, which are 12 minutes 42 seconds. We have the deleted scenes with the director's commentary. In addition to that, you get a booklet with this, which has 70 pages of various different articles, all of which are worth checking out. There's some great information in here, behind the scene pictures as well. And that's the extras for Choppper. Here we have it, Choppper. An absolutely must-own film from Second Sight Films. A tremendous movie that is both shocking and entertaining, and with a plethora of extras that complement this film. It is an absolutely superb package that you must have. You have to have this in your collection. Do you know what? I'm simply going to insist that you pick this one up. You will not be sorry. I would love to know your thoughts of Choppper, so let me know in the comment box below whether you love it, hate it, fall somewhere in the middle. Can't wait to read your comments on this one. As always, there is more content up here. You can see more of my stuff. In the description box below are links to the Patreon, membership program, and manvfilm.com, always in which you can support me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.